Hello Pisces, this is your mid-month May tarot overview. I call it overview, so this is an overview because I've done a monthly already, and these are just additional messages that are coming for the mid-month, for the rest of the month, which will add in and slot in nicely into the monthlies. If you haven't seen that, I've been guided to ask you to see those, please, because these messages are going to slot in quite nicely with the monthly. So yeah, if you haven't, then I'm getting strongly guided to ask you guys to watch those as well as this while you're watching this anyway, to get complete messages. Of course, this is a general reading, so please watch your sun, moon and rising. Can't say it enough how many times the rising resonates and moon resonates with me, sometimes even more than the sun sign. So please watch the three to get a broader overview of what messages that you'll be looking for. And of course, this is still a general reading, so if you'd like me, if you'd like a private reading, then should you choose me to do that for you, then please drop me an email. My email is in the description box below. I do those readings over Skype, and we can work, we can kind of, if I can speak, wow, the word just skipped my mind there. We can schedule a reading at a time which is mutually convenient for both of us. So you can be based anywhere in the world, and we can schedule a reading. So and of course, last but not the least, thank you so much. Thank you for all the love, all the likes, shares, subscriptions. It means a lot. Keep the love sharing, and makes me want to do this. So Pisces, I've already pre-shuffled the cards, and your card is the Lovers. For some of you, it is choice of lovers. I heard decision between lovers. And for others, it's a choice between work and love. And love, just not, the love, it's the family and the work. That's the choice that I'm getting. You might have to make decisions between the two. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of choice here. I'm getting that, you'd be asked to make choices, or there'll be choices for you to make where you need to choose one over the other. Or not just leave one aside, but get a balance between the two, because maybe things have been imbalanced for a long time, where you've kind of concentrated on one a lot more than the other, and now that balance needs to come back. So your family is as much going to be an important part of your life, and not just work. I'm hearing for some of you, for most of you. And I think that this decision is probably going to come out in the month of June, where you'll have to decide what you want to do about this. For others, I'm also sensing there might be, I'm hearing a back seat. So maybe you need to take a back seat as far as your work is concerned. Maybe this is going to help you get that balance that we were talking about. And for others, it could be a decision between two people, for a very small percentage, maybe 10, 12, 20%, if that, depending, so many of you, so it's hard to kind of say, but I'm getting a very small feeling of choice between two people. And there might be one is somebody who wants a family, and one is who just wants a bit of a good time. So you'll have to see how that works out for you, and what you're looking for. Of course, you can make a decision based on that. But yeah, the decision I think is coming in the month of June. It's not coming right now, but you're going to be aware. You're going to be thinking about it. There's going to be things that are going to come into the forefront that you'll be aware that this needs to happen. But maybe you know that it's happening now, and by the time you make the decision, it's June. For others, this might also involve that this decision, there's something to do with far ashore. So maybe one of the options is far ashore, and the others is where you are. So that's why the decision is harder for you. And maybe its work is based in another country, and you're like, well, I've got my family here. So yeah, for the ones that this resonates with in this particular example anyway. Um, yeah, for some of you, I'm getting that there's a message here that is going to come through, which is where the decision is going to be. That message comes through, and hence the decision has to be made. And it might be an electronic message, text or email, is what I am sensing. And I'm going to try and look, Pisces, for some dates psychically that I normally give out, which will resonate not just with, which might resonate not just with these messages, but also messages from the monthly messages that I have already done. 20th, 21st, 19th, 27th, 15th and 16th for some of you, and 17th. 15th to 17th, again, more 15th and 17th. You'll just have to see how this pans out for you. You can be based, of course, give 24 hours here and there, because you can be based somewhere, and when it's nighttime here, it's daytime somewhere else, and a different date. So yeah, I think that's what I'm getting for you, Pisces. So thank you so much. Have a great rest of the month of May, and I shall speak to you soon for June. Oh, that rhymed. You take care. Bye.